going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new episode of Trading to Glory. Before we hop into it, guys, if you're still supporting the channel, drop a like. Let's see if we can hit 333 likes on this video. I've got a new sniping filter. We just got Vorm here for $9.50. I've actually got 2 cards already, and only about 4 have popped up. I've been doing pretty well. It's pretty straightforward. It's due to this new foot swap SBC that you need to get Llorente's pink card out of. And it requires a gold Tottenham player, which means these Tottenham players are gone up to 4,800 coins easily. So we got that card for 950, and just like that, we make almost 4,000 coin profit on the card. Now, there are a few things I want to talk about in this episode. Firstly, I'm going to try to make as many coins as possible with this sniping filter. I'm going to show you guys a couple other sniping filters that you can use, a couple bidding methods maybe if we get into it. Also, maybe a conspiracy theory for some of our investments in terms of foot swap. So, if you guys didn't know, I believe this is the picture, right? Okay, there it is. We have foot swap deals. 12 of them have been released into SBCs. They require different amounts of these pink foot swap cards, but ultimately there are 12 total foot swap deals, and there are 12 total pink cards that we'll be able to get throughout the course of these next couple of weeks. So, we've got a Senegalese player there in Balde Diao. We're going to come back to that. What we've seen so far that has been released in terms of these foot swap cards, we have this Llorente that came out today. That's the reason that the Tottenham players have gone up so much. But this Llorente card, obviously Spanish here, okay? So keep that in mind. Another player that has been released, guys, is in Foot Champions Daily Knockouts. If you guys take a look right here, we've got another Spanish player, Alvaro Negredo, okay? Then on the next page over here, in 8 days, you can get Benjamin Mendy, okay? So that one's going to be released 10 days and 4 hours from now, about 9 days for you guys watching this video. So what is the conspiracy? Well, it comes down to this. There are 2 total Spanish players in the foot swap deals. That's Cazorla and Koke. Then there are also only 1 French player. That's Paye. We've seen 2 Spanish players and 1 French player. So if that trend continues, if they have 1 player from each country to match up with each player, then logically there's going to be 1 Senegalese. There will be 1 player from England. There will be 1 Brazilian. There will be 1 Argentinian. There will be 1 Italian, 1 Swedish, 1 German, 1 Chilean. I'm not sure if I missed any there. And when it comes down to it, some of these countries have far less gold players than the other countries, and especially Senegal. Senegal has a very limited amount of gold players. One of the players obviously being Balde Diao himself. You've got Mane, but there aren't that many players that are within 75 and 79 rated for Senegal, which could cause them to go up in price quite a bit. So when it comes to investing for this, you're not taking any risks. There are a few that you can get here for less than 600 coins easily. You've got Musa Sow here, who plays at Burbasaur. You've got Sane, who plays in Orlando City. You've got Save, who plays in the Turkish League as well. There are a few of these players that you can easily pick up for discard price and just hold on to them. Will they be required for an SBC for Balde Diao? Maybe. We don't know. We do not know. But what we do know is there's not going to be as many cards out in the daily knockout tournaments as there will be for squad building challenges, based on the fact that the first SBC expires about the time that this video comes out, maybe a few hours after it. But there are going to be a lot more in SBCs that you need, so there's going to be a lot of these different countries and different clubs that just get inflated due to these SBCs. Senegal could be one of them, and given the fact that they have a limited amount of these non-rares and low-rated gold cards, they're going to go up just as much, if not more, than we saw these Tottenham players go up. We could see Senegalese players at about 8,000 coins. I would not doubt it if it had the exact same requirements as this Llorente does. So I just picked up a Saive. I can pick up a Musa Sow. I can pick up a Laie. I'm going to go ahead and bid on them to save even more coins because we are on the new Trading to Glory account. This is episode 5, guys. And that's going to be the intro for it. Let's go ahead and get into some sniping. We're going to go ahead and buy a couple of more of these Senegal players, and we're just going to store them away in the club, and then maybe think think about a couple other things that we can invest in that could possibly be inflated for these foot swap promos. We just got our first one on the very first Tottenham player that actually popped up there. I've gone and gotten a couple more of these Tottenham players. I got Davies here for 1,000. I ended up getting Heung-min Son 3,900, so a little bit of profit there. We got Lucas here for 3,000. We ended up getting Wanyama for 2,300. We got Sissoko here for 4,000. So I just listed them up. And it looks like a couple of them are already selling, and we're already well over the amount of coins we started the episode with. We started with 115,000 coins, I believe, and we've still got 2 more players to sell. Heung-min Son and Davies both selling right now, which should put us up to near 130,000 coins. So we've already made 15K profit, and we're just getting started. A lot of you guys might be asking in the comment section, why aren't you playing the daily knockout tournament to win the Llorente card? The simple answer is, well, it's not Llorente. That's the first reason. It's not Llorente, actually, for the DKT. It's a different Spanish player. I forget who it is. It's actually Negredo. Right, Negredo. Why aren't you playing the DKT for Negredo? The answer is we're not allowed to play games on this account. It's Training to Glory Season 2. That's one of the rules that I created in the first episode. I'm not allowed to play any games on this account, so the only SBC, or the only cards I can get is through the SBC. We've got this new futsal player, Llorente. I actually had one in my club. That's how we got up to 133,000, by the way. I had a Llorente in my club, and I just sold it. But ultimately, the only ones I could get are through SBCs. I'm still debating on whether it's worth it to do the SBC on this account. Sure, I could throw in a lot of players that I already have, but ultimately, it would cost around 7,000 coins or minimum to do that SBC, because these Spurs players are costing 5K each about, which means that that's going to be 5K. The rest of the squad is going to be a couple thousand. It's going to be 7,000 coins minimum. Is it even worth going and getting a lot of these cards? Because the only thing that I can be able to get in total for these foot swap deals, like, I could get some of these, you know, non-tradable cards maybe for the, you know, later if we end up trying to build a team at the end of this series. But ultimately, I wouldn't be able to get Alexis Sanchez, Carlos Tevez, or Luka Modric because we already know 2 of the cards will come out of the DKT. I can't get those because I can't play games. The Ultimate Pack might be worth it. It's a 125K pack tradable, which would be great for this account. But ultimately, with my pack, like, I'll probably only end up getting like an 83 rated as my best player, and that's not going to give me too many coins out of that. And given the fact that I spent, let's say, 7,000 coins per card just to get those 10, that's going to be 70,000 coins just for an ultimate pack. That's really not worth it. And then you've got the Prime Gold Players pack, which is a 45K pack. I won't even get a board drop in those. I don't think it's even worth it for me, personally, to actually do these SBCs, because if I were to do these SBCs to get this Llorente card and do the DKT to get the Negredo and to get the Mendy, I'd be wanting to get myself an Alexis Sanchez, honestly, or an Ibra and a Koke and stuff like that. I wouldn't want to be getting the packs out of it. It just doesn't seem worth it. You're spending 70,000 coins, and you're going to get a 125K pack that's not even going to give you 175,000 coins back, which means that not only did you waste your coins, you wasted your time. So you got to be smart with it. Here's our best snipe yet. We just got a Llorente here for 400. We've gotten a couple of Llorentes. They actually go for a little bit more than the others, simply because of the fact that he is Spanish as well, and he gets both of the requirements, makes sense, for Llorente out of the way. So right now, the cheapest Llorente that is on Spurs right now, cheapest Llorente, cheapest Spanish on Spurs, it's about 6,000 coins. So just off that one snipe that we just made right there, we made 5,500 coins, maybe a little bit less after tax. Still pretty solid. I never uploaded the content from the beginning of this video. I never got around to editing it, but it still kind of plays a factor. It still can help you guys out, even though some sniping filters that I used in the last video, like the Tottenham one, or the last couple of scenes, was the Tottenham filter, and it won't work right now. There are still marquee matchup filters that will work, and I want to throw that all into the video so you guys see everything that I'm making on this account. We're up to 147,000 coins now, and what we've seen in the past day or two is the La Liga SBC has dropped, along with the Premier League SBC, the Pro League SBC, the Japanese SBC. All those league SBCs have dropped between Friday and Monday. Today's Tuesday. This video is going up on Wednesday. But Sevilla is also in today's marquee matchups, which means since La Liga's SBC came out, everybody dumped their Sevilla cards onto the market. Then the marquee matchups came out. Sevilla is now needed again for an SBC, which means that they are going to go up in price. Plus, they're a team with a lot of gold cards on their roster. So there's a lot of cards that are going to be popping up at all times. Right now, they're going for 2,000 coins. You can easily snipe them for 1,600. It shouldn't be too difficult. Obviously, you got to be quick and beat anybody else that is sniping. But what I am saying is that they do pop up quite often. So I'm going to go ahead and snipe here. It shouldn't take more than 30 seconds. I'm not going to make any cuts with the video, and their one should pop up within the first 30 seconds. Last time I checked, it took about 5 seconds, maybe a little bit longer this time, just because I am recording a video. So there we go. We've got ourselves a Sarabia there for 1,500 coins. Not a lot of profit, but I will be making quite a bit of profit throughout the next hour, I'd say. We're going to be doing some of these methods. Got ourselves a Mercado there. Didn't get that one, but we've already made about 400 coin profit, and that was just the demonstration. So let's go ahead and start grinding it out. And then I'm going to be talking about some other sniping filters that you guys can use as well that aren't really marquee matchup based. Alright, so we gained a little bit of coins through this method. I'm going to go through my transfer list, show you everything that I made coins off of. All the Tottenham players we used last week. Then we've also got these Sevilla players that I started sniping. Then I moved over to Juventus cards, especially this Havertz I got for like 2,000 coins. Ended up selling that on for 4,400. I believe I got an Asamoah for about 850. A lot of cards for between 2,500 and 3,000. So let's go and clear those sold items. They're up to 160,000 coins without playing a single game. So some of the sniping filters that you guys can use, go over to live, go over to marquee matchups. Since that Fellaini foot swap card is a reward, everybody's doing these SBCs. You can do Real Madrid, Juventus. I believe Man City and Liverpool, at least gold cards, like higher rated gold cards, 79 plus rated cards are definitely up in price, but it's a little bit harder to snipe them. So what I would suggest doing is go ahead and focus on Sevilla, focus on Real Madrid, and focus on Juventus. Those are the three teams that are going to be best for sniping. I believe maybe even Roma as well. We're going to go and take a look at Roma and Barcelona because you do need 2 players from each team, and you also need some high ratings in these cards. So let's go over to La Liga. We're going to go to FC Barcelona. We're going to check the prices of these guys. I have not actually checked the prices yet. It looks like we cannot get on the market. Completely forgot about that. I got market banned before I started this clip. But for sniping, you guys always got to focus on marquee matchups when it comes to Tuesday, Wednesday, even Thursday. Marquee matchups are the best thing to snipe for. Also, when the rewards drop on Thursdays and Sundays, you guys have to be bidding on cards from the new SBCs that are League SBCs, such as Hyundai A-League, La Liga, Premier League, and Pro League. Those cards are going to be overlooked. Not too many people bid on them, and a lot of cards go onto the market at the exact same time. So you hold those cards for 24, 48 hours, and they'll easily triple, quadruple in price back up to what they're going for. There are teams within La Liga that go for a little bit more based off of the rewards that they give out. So you got a premium gold players pack for Villarreal. That's a 25k pack. People are going to do that, so Villarreal cards are a little bit higher. So especially if there's only one card to choose from a certain position, then those cards go up a lot. Now, I haven't actually looked at any of the specifics, but that is something that you guys can do because, I mean, let's say this video gets 3,000 views. If everybody does the same 3 players, then it's not going to work as well. So going out of your way, doing a little bit of thinking for your guys' selves, and finding those players that actually do go for a little bit more than normal is going to be crucial for you guys making coins on Sundays, on Thursdays, even on Tuesdays when marquee matchups drop. A lot of people do the SBCs and they open their packs then. So throughout the afternoon, there is going to be a lot of deals on the market, so you can bid then as well. So those are different bidding and sniping methods that you guys can use between the League SBCs and marquee matchups. So definitely get on that. It's easy coin makers. Even if you guys have several 100,000 coins, even if you have a couple million, they're easy coin makers. You'll make 5 or 50 to 100k, maybe in a couple hours off of that bidding method, especially on Sundays. We did that a lot at the beginning of the year, and it still works. It's a consistent method for gaining 30 to 100,000 coins every single Sunday night. Something that we've known since the day that Scream cards came out was that they were going to be boosted on every Friday the 13th. I mean, it's undoubted that they're going to be boosted every Friday the 13th. Well, there's only 2 of them throughout the span of this course of FIFA. all the way until, I believe, late October, or not late October, it'd be late August, late September. It's somewhere in that area is when the next FIFA comes out. But April 13th is Friday the 13th, and July 13th, I believe, is Friday the 13th. Well, April 13th is in, looks like 2 days now. So if you guys don't have your Scream cards already, you should get them soon. And if you're a little bit too late to the party, then I'd say just stay away at that point. But ultimately, the cards are already inflated a little bit, given the fact that, you know, they obviously haven't been in packs since the beginning of FIFA, and they've already been started, people have already started to buy these cards. So if you can get deals on them, definitely buy them, but also consider the fact that even when they do get boosted, a lot of people really aren't going to be using them for very long. And even if they are wanting to buy them, they'll buy them, sell them pretty quickly. They'll buy them maybe for SBCs, but in the end, they're not really going to be used for much. I think they're going to get boosted and people are going to ignore them is what's going to happen. And I think that's happened a couple times now. So if you really want to make profit off of these, you could still possibly get in and buy a couple of them. Obviously, they've risen a couple thousand coins, but not too much so far. And they'll definitely rise as we get into Thursday night, Friday morning. But when they actually do get boosted, what we could see is actually a drop in price. It's something that we actually see a lot is you got to sell into the hype, and when they actually do get boosted, logically they'd go up in price, but they don't because everybody who bought them and invested for them going up in price are selling them off, and there's still, you know, no demand for them. People that realistically want to buy these cards are probably getting them right now as well. So the demand, once they get boosted, it's not going to be there, and the supply is really going to hit. So definitely sell before they get boosted if you are to buy them. A quick 24 to 48 hour flip, but you'll definitely make a few thousand coins on it. I'm debating on which card I want. You've got a choice between both Sven and Lars Bender. You've got, I believe, Pulisic is one. You've got Mark Bartra here at Borussia Dortmund. He's obviously now in La Liga, so maybe if you guys can think of any reason that would be valuable. I'm not really sure off the top of my head, but there could be some reason that if you were to go up in rating, maybe for the Dortmund SBC? I don't think so. I don't think it's that high rated where you need to get like a Scream Bartra to save coins on maybe a Royce or something. I don't think that's the case this year. I believe it was the case in FIFA 17 where you needed some of the higher rated Dortmund players. I don't think it's like that this year. But if you guys pick up a couple of these cards, you're bound to make a few thousand coins. Don't expect anything crazy though, because you've only got about, I think it's like 36 hours until they get boosted from the time that this is uploaded. So they'll probably rise throughout the next 24 hours after this video goes up. Go ahead and sell them then. Don't take a risk. Don't hold them till Friday, because ultimately everybody who did invest in them are just going to be selling them. Guys, so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more, and also drop a like on the video. You can find my social medias in the links in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.